Hey to it for I am Jhaka Wooding and I am joined by
Ricardo Palmer.
who is our student reporter for the month of July. We are out on his first assignment in the field. So we are at the Lavity Stoutt Community College here for the OECS Environmental Sustainability Exhibition. We got to have a lot of fun with the team here, in addition to learning and getting to get a bit involved in the process, I would say.
Yes, we definitely did.
All right, now I think he's having a good time. I really hope you're enjoying your time with us so far. Let's go see how you did with your interviews today.
Hi, I am Alton Bertie and I'm here with Beyond the Reef. We are here representing the ocean. Beyond the Reef is a non-profit organization based anything to do with the sea. And we have multiple projects, lots of enthusiastic people, like my colleague Kitty back there. I'm gonna call her out. And we do so many different things for the environment. We do whale surveys in the BVI. We focus on the north of Anegada. We take pictures of their tails, the fluke, to get ID information. We upload them on a site and artificial intelligence does its thing and matches them if they've been in the system before. So we've had quite a few matches. Our whales tend to come from different places, as near as Puerto Rico and as far as basically the Arctic up north, Norway, Iceland, those places up there, Azores and Portugal, places like that. So they come down here to mate and give birth and have fun, enjoy our seas. We also do shark tagging, shark research. We had a massive effort about 2 weeks ago where we had some scientists come down and they were focusing on Anegada. And in that time span, we got 52 sharks, 7 different species of sharks. Some of them we didn't even know that we had in the BVI. How we do it, we set out a line with some hooks and bait, and when the shark bites, we get the shark, measure it, collect DNA, tag it as quickly as possible, because as most people know, a lot of sharks, they have to keep moving, so we don't hold them for any long period of time. We do coral treatments for stony coral tissue loss disease. The corals are being affected by stony coral tissue loss disease, which is killing them and kills them very rapidly. So we go out regularly and treat them with antibiotic and silicone paste. The silicone is there to act as glue, sticky, and we put the paste along the dying spot, and this would prevent it from spreading as long as the coral isn't too stressed. We create artificial reefs. Willie T, the one that everybody used to party at in Norman Island, it got destroyed during Hurricane Irma. So we took it, cleaned it up, put some pirates on it, some lovely pirates, and the party is now underwater, so the guys are under there having fun. We also have the shark planes, which 3 planes that got destroyed in Hurricane Irma, and we took them and created sharks out of them. Those are off the docks. Another very popular tourist spot, good for snorkeling and diving. We also do beach cleanups. Underwater cleanups, picking up ghost fishing gear, fishing nets, things like that. Anything pertaining to the ocean, we're involved with many different projects. We have a very passionate team. Chris Jordan, who is probably one of the most passionate people you'll ever meet. We have to force him to take a rest. He's excellent. He's one of the founder. Also Kendall and all the other team. They're fun. Kitty, Amy, Buzz, Emily. Everyone is great. That's what we do at Beyond the Reef.
We are here with the team Green VI. Can you tell us about your presentation, please?
Okay, so Green VI is a not-for-profit organization that is concerned basically with creating a cleaner, greener, healthier BVI. And we do this through our main themes: waste, energy, and water.
Innovation, gardening.
So we do a lot of education. We have innovative practices to help show people how they can improve the way the environment is kept. So this conference that is being held here, and we're a part of the exhibition, it actually links a lot of what we're doing with the way the climate is being affected. We have what we call some do-it-yourself products, where we're encouraging persons to use a lot more environmentally friendly products in their homes, as opposed to a number of stuff that we buy in the stores that have a lot of harsh chemicals that are harmful to the environment. So many people don't really think about, okay, when I wash and I use all the different scents and so in my washing, or when I wash my dishes and I use these different things, we're not thinking about the chemicals and the fact that when we wash it down the drain, it actually finds its way in the earth and into the sea eventually. So one of the things that we do is try to educate the public, and we do it a lot through the schools, because we think that if the children begin to learn and understand it, they can influence their homes, but also when they grow up, they will already be accustomed to this practice. So they learn how to make hand soap, cleaning agent, and air freshener, among other things.
My name is Dr. Erica Woolsey. I'm a marine biologist, and I'm a co-founder and chief scientist of the Hydrus, which is a nonprofit based in California dedicated to ocean education. I'm here working with the OECS and my research partners at the University of Oregon and the University of Gothenburg to try to understand more about how virtual reality impacts marine education. Virtual reality has been a really amazing tool for us to teach ocean science and ocean conservation. I'm a dive master, so I love diving in real life. And I found that when people come into the ocean, they just feel so connected and interested. And that leads to behavior change and better policies and desire to conserve and a sense of ocean empathy. And when we care about something, we need to really experience it. And so virtual reality is nothing like the real thing, but it's closer than just a regular video. And so when someone puts on a VR headset, it kind of reminds me of someone putting on like a dive mask, and they can feel like they're actually there. So this technology has the power to recreate feelings of presence and agency and even empathy. Back in 2021, I was invited to participate in the creation of these VR experiences by the OECS. And we originally wanted to work together in person and collect underwater 360 film. But because it was COVID, we ended up working on it at a distance, and it's CGI animated. And their goal was to teach about marine policies and the blue economy. So I believe one of the partners of the OECS in this project is the World Bank. And they were really interested in teaching about the blue economy and targeting different audiences. So what you heard today was targeting a general audience who live in Caribbean countries and might be divers, might be teachers, but we also have 3 other versions of the same experience that target young children, that target local ministers, and then that target world leaders. And so we're really interested in creating content that's relevant to the region. So everything that was created was approved and designed by OECS-based marine biologists, educators, and it was an interesting thing to do from a distance, because this is my first time in the BVI, for instance, and it was a really cool remote experience to create a virtual dive with the OECS's partners.
Last night I was browsing through my Facebook, and I saw the ad, and I was like, oh, Briley might be, this is my granddaughter, Briley. I said, she might be interested in something like this. So I realized that it was yesterday. So I said, oh, it might be finished. But then I saw it was today. So I said, okay, I'm gonna come and bring her today.
And I love the ocean. It's like helping animals, and I like swimming with them. And I like about how interested I am in them, because it's like a good thing that I'm interested in them, because most people don't like animals, but I like sea animals because they're very nice.
I think it gives us a fighting chance at minimizing the amount of damage that happens to the environment, especially the ocean. I was saying before, I've been around long enough to know when the sea was much cleaner, the water was much clearer, there was more coral, there was more fish active, there were more animals activities in the ocean. And I've watched that dwindle over the years. And I think most of that, the effect is from us being negligent. I'm an architect by profession. And when we build in the hills, we have to excavate. We're gonna build. Development has to happen. But what's not happening is that we're not properly managing the resources and the environment. When we don't keep the environment in mind when we're developing. We have one focus. I need to build a house, I need to excavate. So we excavate, we leave the loose soil, it rains, and that ends up in the ocean. And where I live, within 15, 20 minutes of a real heavy downpour, the entire harbor is maroon. And that's from silt. You may say, well, nobody built here in a while, but the soil is still loose and it gets washed. And then the corals go, when the corals go, the animals go. So right now, Carrot Bay itself doesn't have as much coral, not even close, as it did when I was growing up. She doesn't have that experience she doesn't have the same experience that we had when we were growing up. So we definitely need to do better at managing the environment, or affecting the environment, try to make it more positive. I think it's a wonderful thing that they're doing, in that it works. You may not know, but it works even when you don't think it will work. Because when she gets home, when you guys go to the schools and you do your programs and you give them the flyers, because I have one of these at home. Because when she came home, the first thing she did was to give me the flyer. The Beyond the Reef was at the sea. I saw this gentleman and he was telling us about. Now I recognize Mr. Bertie. So I was like, okay. But she, word for word, she would go through the entire experience that she has. So the parents or the grandparents at home now get their ability now to get that information. So it works. It definitely a good initiative and needs to be promoted, as much as possible.